dealing with some of the issues, dealing with support for those individuals who are out trying to deal with this as an issue, grants and what the government is doing, what the state is doing, and what has to be done. And I think you've already mentioned that New York is on the road of perhaps ending this disease by, what, 2020. Okay, and that's a very, very optimistic report from what we know about the disease. So let's look at it within that framework.
Okay. Well, as I said earlier, Dr. Haney, New York does have a very optimistic goal of trying to end AIDS in 2020. I have my mentor, Reverend Dr. Charles King, who is the CEO of an agency in New York called Housing Works. Mm-hmm. He initiated that way back probably 10 years ago. He started a campaign called Campaign to End AIDS, C2EA. And so he gathered leaders from around the country, and he's been advocating for the ending of AIDS for a long time. So he went to the governor of New York, and they came up with ending AIDS by 2020. And so the governor got on board and supported that. And so they're really on track to ending AIDS in 2020. Now, I say that to say this. They are setting the model. Nashville is getting right on board with it. So, and everybody around the country is on board with, hey, we're in a position to end AIDS. And so that's what we're working on. As I mentioned earlier, one of the ways that's going to happen is getting to the people who are HIV positive and is not in medical care, whether it be they done fell out of medical care or where they are HIV positive and don't know it. Our new job now is finding people and getting them into medical care. That's how we're going to end this epidemic.
And so you've got a real outreach program, and I think you've been doing outreach all along, have you not?
Yes,
but
we
now
have.
It's a little different. You can be a little more optimistic in terms of that you're not working something that has no end. Because in other words, AIDS can be defeated. Is that what we're saying? And I think that for so long we worked from the premise that there was nothing that could end that we could do.
And let me say, I can be proud to say that the federal government, they get it. They get it now. So they are putting their resources into where the epidemic is. And that is young, black MSM. They just put over 40, I can't remember how much it is, but I know Nashville, Nashville is receiving $3.8 million over the next 5 years. Nashville Cares, who is one of the oldest ASOs, AIDS service organizations in Tennessee, wrote the grant. StreetWorks and United Health, which used to be United Neighborhood Health Services, UN, but they didn't change the name. I think it's United Health. So it's Nashville Cares, who is the lead on the grant, United Health, which is a FQHC, federally qualified health center, and StreetWorks, all collaborated in a unified effort to work on a grant targeting young black African American gay men who have sex with men. And so over the next 5 years, we will receive $3.8 million, $750,000 a year over the next 5 years, per year for the next 5 years. And what we're going to do with that money is create a gay black health center. It's actually a gay health center. We're going to be targeting young African Americans, but it's going to be for all gay. But it's going to be a one-stop shop type center. And so then the gay men have one place they can go to receive all of their services. And we think that would